Hi, my name is Denise and I run the Poshmark Closet Eat Play Love. I am a part-time reseller who often jokes that I spend all of my spare time reselling. Today is Sunday and I'm having a live show tomorrow, so I decided to go out sourcing to see if I could find some items specifically related to the live show that I'm having, which is premium athletic wear. I was looking for Athleta, Beyond Yoga, Lululemon, Aloe, all of those brands. It turns out I did find some of those brands, but I am currently washing those items. So at the moment, I'm not going to be able to show them, but I do have a feeling that my dryer is going to beep. And when it does, I will show you the items. I am going to get started right away with two fails. If you are a numbers person, let me just quickly break down what you're about to see. At my first stop, I spent $47.90 for 7 items. And at my second stop, I spent $104 for 14 items for a total of $151 and 21 items. So let's just say 150 bucks, 21 items. My average cost of goods was $7.23, which is a little kind of starting to creep up there. I like to stay in like the $5.50 range. So it feels like inflation is hitting my ability to keep my cost of goods at around $5.50, $6. All right, let's start with my failures because I'm not here to pretend like I'm perfect and I'm just sharing this journey. I saw these camo pants and they had a really cool design to the front of them. I looked at this label not very carefully and I loved the design, and I honestly to goodnessly thought these were vintage camo, like army pants. Like that's what I thought they were because of the way the label looked to me. Well, I didn't look in here and it's some cheesy brand called Next, made in Sri Lanka. I didn't run comps, but yeah, these are going back. I'm just like, okay. Picking up cool vintage camo like pants, military pants, is one thing. Picking up modern day production, I don't know, with really no brand behind them, not really worth the $7. And the second item that I sourced, I actually ran comps for. This is, let me put on my glasses. This is the Anthro brand Vanessa and Virginia, and this is a US size 2. I happened to pay $12.99 for this dress, but fortunately for me, let me show you the tag. This thrift store takes returns. So when I was in the store, this caught my attention. It's a really cute dress. I love the different panels of the floral mixed with a little bit of a crochet, and then it has a lining. So I was like, wow, okay. I looked closely at it for stains and I thought, okay, this is $12.99, but I think it's gonna be worth the investment because the comps look to be $50 to $75, which I want to see. I don't want to see $25 to $30 when I'm spending $13 for something. I want to see $50 and higher. Well, the one thing I didn't do a good job of, and it totally just like went over my head, was look at the back of this dress. None of the button little closures, they were kind of the style that's more of like a string that you clasp around the button. Well, 2 of them don't even exist and 2 of them are broken and 1 works. So this is going to my go back pile, my blunder pile. The next shirt that I sourced, I'm just gonna move right into it, is this Levi's Western wear shirt. I do believe that this, well, it's 2 things. I do think it is an older generation. Look at that Levi's tag. It's pretty cool. I don't think it dates back to like the 50s or 60s, but there are this gingham plaid Western shirts that date back Levi's to the 50s or 60s. I do think it's closer to like 80s era or potentially like a reproduction in the 90s. Like Levi's does tons of reproduction. So I think that might be what it was. Now, let's see. I picked up a pair of Papilio. I don't know. They're the diffusion line of Birkenstocks. They're a size 36. Size is a little on the small side, but I have picked up smaller Birkenstocks and sold them with no problem. The reason why I bought these, they have a little bit of toe marks on the left one, but honestly, these don't really have any wear to them. And they have that really cute little wedge heel, which I think is appealing to someone who's going to have a foot in the 5.5 to 6 range. Typically, people like a little lengthening look in the leg, so that's why I picked these up. Basically, they don't look like they were ever worn, so they were $9.99 before the average cost of goods. Let's get into some of the clothing that I picked up. First item is this super cool We the Free. It feels a little bit more substantial, like a shacket. It does have this really cool paneling on the bottom to kind of make it boho and flowy, like you know, would expect from Free People. I picked this up and I may actually keep this. This is a Levi's Western shirt. It just has pearl snaps. At this location, they have menu pricing, and I probably would have passed on that if I didn't think that I was gonna put it into rotation in my closet first. I don't know if there's really a huge market for Levi's Western. I mean, I know there is, but that's an item that I would prefer to pick up at the bins, and then I could be more flexible with price. I anticipate something like that would sell $32 to $36. This is just a smart wool hoodie. I loved the combination of colors and fabrics and that it had a hood. Let me show you. And people definitely seek out wool, and now we're going into camping season, hiking season, traveling season. Wool is really where it's at. It, you know, wicks away moisture, and it kind of naturally resists odor too, which is great if you're traveling, especially. What it is, a Free People Intimately New with tags. It looks like the Adela bralette, but it actually is a little bit more of like a crushed velvet bralette. I thought it was pretty cute. Oh my goodness, I found this sweater. So I don't know how to pronounce the first name, but it is a Zegna. It's Irma Gildo, I think. Zegna sweater, which was made in Italy. It is wool. It's a quarter zip. These retail upwards of about $1,600. So that sweater is probably going to pay for this entire thrift trip. I found a Patagonia. It feels like the better sweater fleece. Just a long, it's got the buttons in the front. It's just a coat. It's super cute. It's got pockets. It has some pilling. It's gonna need to be cleaned up, but I knew that going into it. I found this adorable Denim in Supply Ralph Lauren maxi dress that was $5.99. I loved the colorway of this southwestern cotton vibe. So cute with like that denim shirt with the pearl snaps. Absolute perfection. If it was bigger, I'd probably throw it into rotation in my closet. I picked up this Athleta sweatshirt. It kind of feels like the Cozy Karma, but it's not the asymmetrical pullover. It has those little zipper pulls at the bottom, and let's see, it does not have any thumb holes. This will be going in my show tomorrow, but the items that I washed were black, so I have another load that's about to go in. I like to have my items cleaned before my show because I ship out right after my show. I picked up these Lucy pants, and they're just a size medium. They were, my goodness, I think $3.99. Wear around the house, clean in, not really worry about getting dirty, and these kind of fit the bill. On a whole, please don't source Lucy. Lucy is not a performing brand. I don't even know like if it's even on people's radar anymore. Oh, this was definitely the score from this thrift stop, and I found a pair of Lunya pajamas in a size medium. This is like a V-neck top and a long sleeve. So Lunya makes beautiful washable silk pajama sets. This is not washable silk. The fabric in this is Tencel organic cotton with a little bit of spandex. So they do use organic cotton. These are the bottoms, a very wide leg navy, so darn cute. Lunya's pricing for their, let me just show you this tag. I'm gonna try to see if I can get that in there. The pricing for Lunya in general is upwards of, for the silk, it's gonna run like $100 a piece pretty much, or maybe even a little bit more. And I'm not sure what their cotton pieces run for, but for me, it's a win. Here at this thrift store, they'll sell 2 pieces for one price, and that was $5.99. So I love paying one price for 2 pieces. It's absolutely like my favorite thing and favorite find when thrifting. Would you like to come say hi? Come here. Here's my best friend intermission. Good boy. Here's Louie. So this pickup was a little bit obscure, and coming off the tails of a video where I said, I don't pick up skirts anymore, of course I found a skirt. Of course I did. The brand on it is Elm Design. It turns out to be like a little cottage brand out of Santa Fe, New Mexico. It has a balloon hemline, and it has pockets. It has like pleating and a really substantial waistband. When I was going through the skirts, the fabric stood out to me to take a closer look at it, and I have never heard of this brand before. I did, of course, a little search right there in the thrift store and determined, yep, I'd like to see what I can do with this. I don't know what the market's like, but a piece like this sells for upwards of $350 in the actual store in Santa Fe. Now, when I say those things in a video, it sells for $350. That's the retail price. For me, that means, well, I might be able to push the edges of what I could get for it, and that's gonna be like $50 to $60. So that's what I consider to be, like when I say what a retail price is, I'm hoping I can list it for like 55, 60, somewhere in that ballpark. I always pick up this brand. This is Gramici, and if you've watched any of my videos, you have definitely seen me talk about this brand before. This is a made in the USA brand. These in particular happen to be women's. They make climbing shorts. Mountain. I found another Patagonia piece. It's just a zip up better sweater in a size small. It's funny, this thrift store had another one in the same exact color, same exact size, but it happened to have a logo on the chest, and I passed on that one. And then as I was going through, I found this one as well, so that was exciting. This is a random pickup. My daughter happened to go to Chipotle today, and then I found this. Apparently, I didn't know it, Chipotle makes a line of organic cotton crew necks, and and clothing. So Chipotle, it says extra on the front. I thought it was pretty cute, so I decided to pick it up. I'm gonna pop into the dryer and grab a few items to show you what else I bought, and then that's the end of my haul. I'm prepping for a live show, and that's gonna be another video coming up. My entire process of, I have a lot of moving parts for a live show because I have unlisted items and I have listed items, and so I have things I need to wash, and anyway, let me go grab that stuff. I'll be right back. One pair, two pairs, three pairs, one more item. It's a dark load, so I'm kind of reaching in the dark here. Oh, where are you, skirt? There you are. I think that's it. I think I had 4 items. Yes, let's go check them out. These are actually a little tiny bit damp. So the last 4 items from my haul are the following, and these are going to be tried on by me. A pair of Athleta pants that are a size 10 tall. Speak to me. They're very lightweight, like the Brooklyn joggers, and they are very long. They look like perfect pants to travel in. I am a huge fan of picking up things that are ripped. If I keep these for myself, I'll probably just sew them. That kind of sealed the deal that I am not going to be selling these tomorrow. I think I am like, I cannot believe this one location where I went outsourcing. Like it was a bust. I got all of these things with holes and broken. These are a pair of Athleta Venice pin tuck pant. These are a size medium. Not seeing anything wrong with these at the moment, but I'll keep an eye on them. I also found a pair of Athleta joggers in just a size large. They are a very wide leg, more like a sweatpants style pant. And then I found just your good old fashion Lululemon skirt. And this is an older style. It has the old size dot in the back pocket. And interestingly enough, I'm gonna quickly talk about some things that I passed on today. And that was one, a pair of Lululemon shorts that were dupes. What set me off right in advance was that it had a drawstring in the waist of the shorts. They were black, and it was like really messed up. It was like tightly wound together and like curled. And I thought, well, that could happen as a result of just not properly caring for it during the laundering process. And then I looked at the tag. And then I looked at the seams, and then I pulled out the pocket to see if there was a size dot, and there was not a size dot. And I think that's because they were not real. And speaking of not real, I also saw a Burberry skirt. It looked like a skirt in the front, but it was short. As I'm editing this video, I have a moment of discovery. What on earth is on my ear? I see this dark mark on my earlobe, and I'm like, why do I have a scab on my ear? I don't remember doing anything. I look at some other footage, and I see that the mark is still there in a completely different part of the video. This was 5 hours before I sat down to edit. I reach up to my ear, and what do I find? A tick! I found a tick hanging out on my earlobe. Nightmare, nightmare, nightmare. And then I started to look on the inside. No actual Burberry tag, just the number 77 and some Asian tag, like just some Asian text in one of the tags. It had all sorts of Burberry looking logos on the front, but it was definitely not authentic. What else did I pass on today? I was looking and I saw a Ted Baker London dress that I think was $15 off the top of my head. It was really, really pretty, that kind that has like the floral print at the bottom. I have sold something similar to it and I definitely would have picked it up, but unfortunately it had what appeared to be a stain or someone who attempted to remove a stain on the front of it, and then it left kind of like a big mark on it. So I decided to leave that behind. Things that I left behind, oh, were a really cute pair of camper shoes, but they were a size 35. And I just thought, oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to find someone who is a 4.5 5. I decided not to. I passed on a really cute pair of sweater knit leggings that were Lululemon. They were half price. I was so proud of myself. Like, haha, I found these and no one else has seen them and they're half price. And then I was just taking a closer look at them. And I always open up all Lululemon pants and shorts to see what the condition is of the liner or the crotch area. And it turned out that they had discoloration to them. So I passed on those. That's all I have. I will be back. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'd love for you to subscribe. Anyway, that's all I have. Take care, everyone. I hope